Have you ever wondered if the mysteries of quantum mechanics could play a role in the marvels of biology, specifically in proteins and DNA? As we delve into this fascinating subject, we find ourselves at the intersection of quantum computation and biological molecules. In the pursuit of constructing practical quantum computers, one of the greatest challenges is controlling or eliminating quantum decoherence. This usually means isolating the system from environmental noise or cooling the system to extremely low temperatures. But what if I told you that the solution could be found in the most unlikely of places, within the bustling environment of a warm, wet cell? Indeed, it seems that biological molecules, particularly proteins and DNA, might be performing quantum computations to achieve fundamental tasks. In 2016, an article titled "How Quantum Entanglement in DNA Synchronizes Double-Strand Breakage" suggested the tantalizing possibility that protein DNA complexes might be candidates for quantum computation. One of the advantages of quantum computers over classical computers lies in their ability to solve traveling salesman-type search problems notorious for keeping supercomputers busy for days. Interestingly, the protein folding problem, a fundamental task in biology, shares a similar mathematical formulation. This problem is so complex that a random search to find the final folded conformation of even a small protein would never be completed during the lifetime of the physical universe. Yet, these biological molecules accomplish this task in mere nanoseconds. If proteins operated on quantum principles instead of classical principles, it could potentially solve this paradox. It very well may be that the warm, wet, bustling environment of the cell could hold the key to the future of practical everyday quantum computers. As we continue to unravel the quantum mystery in biology, who knows what other fascinating insights await us? Consider the notorious traveling salesman problem, a challenge that even supercomputers struggle with. Now, imagine proteins solving a similar problem in mere nanoseconds. Welcome to the fascinating world of proteins, these complex molecules that are the building blocks of life. But there's a puzzle here, one that's comparable to the traveling salesman problem, a computational conundrum that keeps even our most powerful supercomputers busy for days. This is the protein folding problem. In the early 90s, Aviezri Frenkel from the University of Pennsylvania demonstrated that the mathematical formulation of the protein folding problem is computationally hard, much like the traveling salesman problem. But here's the twist. The Lenthal Paradox, named after Cyrus Lenthal, suggests that given the sheer number of possible topological configurations for the amino acids in an unfolded protein, a random search could never find the final folded conformation of the same protein during the lifetime of the physical universe. Yet somehow these proteins fold into their final forms in nanoseconds. It's a mystery that has left scientists scratching their heads. Could it be that proteins are not playing by the classical rules? That they're leveraging quantum principles to achieve this feat? In 2011, in an article titled "Physicists Discover Quantum Law of Protein Folding," it was suggested that a quantum transition model accurately fit the folding curves of 15 different proteins. This quantum transition model even explained the difference in folding and unfolding rates of the same proteins. The equations presented in this paper amounted to the first universal laws of protein folding, akin to the thermodynamic laws in physics. In 2015, for the first time, a quantum coherent-like state was observed in a biological protein. This observation strengthens the notion that proteins might be operating on quantum principles to solve their complex tasks. So when we look at proteins, we may be looking at nature's quantum computers in action, solving problems at a scale and speed that our best technology struggles with. Could proteins be operating on quantum principles to achieve their complex tasks? The evidence suggests it's more than a mere possibility. Now let's turn our attention to DNA, another biological marvel facing its own traveling salesman-type problem. DNA, the complex molecule that carries all our genetic information, is a marvel of biological engineering. Imagine packing about 24 miles of incredibly thin, double-stranded string into a tennis ball. That's the equivalent of what happens when DNA is packed into a cell nucleus. Now, think about trying to locate a specific gene within that tangled mess. It's like finding a half-inch stretch within those 24 miles. Sounds impossible, right? Yet our bodies do it with remarkable efficiency. How? Well, the answer might lie in the realm of quantum mechanics. Renowned physicist Dr. Elizabeth Reaper has suggested that practically the whole DNA molecule can be viewed as quantum information with classical information embedded within it. This means that our DNA might not be operating on classical principles, as we've long believed, but rather on quantum principles. This idea is supported by a 2015 paper titled Quantum Criticality in a Wide Range of Important Biomolecules. This paper suggests that most molecules actively involved in biochemical processes, including DNA, are finely tuned to the transition point and are critical conductors. In other words, they exist in a state of quantum criticality, balancing on the edge of a phase transition between two distinct quantum states. So, what does all this mean? It suggests that our DNA, this marvel of biological engineering, could be performing quantum computations to locate specific genes and carry out other vital tasks. And this isn't just theoretical. There's a growing body of experimental evidence that supports this idea. The DNA molecule, it seems, is not just a storehouse of classical information, but potentially a quantum information processor as well. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? Our very biology might be using the principles of quantum mechanics to function. And who knows, the secrets of our DNA could very well unlock the future of quantum computing. So, what does all this mean for our understanding of quantum computation and biology? We've journeyed together through the quantum mechanics of biology, uncovering the seemingly impossible computations happening within proteins and DNA. We've unraveled the enigmatic protein folding problem and how quantum principles could be the key to solving it. We've also explored the DNA not just as a mere storehouse of information, but as a potential quantum information hub, operating in a realm far beyond classical mechanics. The quantum entanglement in DNA and the quantum states in protein DNA complexes are not just fascinating subjects of study, but they signal the tantalizing possibility of these biological systems being candidates for quantum computation. Biology, in all its complexity, might just hold the answers to building practical, everyday quantum computers. This intertwining of quantum mechanics and biology is not just an intersection of two fields, but a fusion that promises to redefine our understanding of both. As we delve deeper into the quantum world of biology, we are opening up new avenues of understanding, not just for biology, but for quantum computation as well.